We now welcome Derek Farrell, one of the two assistant city managers for the city of Victoria, here to talk to us about the ongoing broadband project. Welcome back to Community Crossroads.
Thank you. Thank you for having me back.
It's our pleasure. And so talk to us about the results of this study. I know it's ongoing. And what are our most underserved areas as far as internet access goes?
Sure. Well, so the study itself, you may remember we commissioned through Cobb Finley, an engineering firm that helped us understand, one, a little bit better about the access and the availability of internet. What we learned really is that access, most people have access. Most people have the ability to connect to the internet, though they may choose not to, right? Or their access may not be reliable. The study produces 4 recommendations. The first is pursue public-private partnerships. We've talked a little bit about our engagement with Sparklight and with the exciting news that they're coming to be a provider here.
So that's still the case?
That's still the case. They're
Great.
still here. They're actually doing a walkout, which is where they check the poles and the places where their fiber is going to go. So they're in progress as it is. The second recommendation is targeted infrastructure development. What we know is that since everyone has access, has the ability to be there, or almost everyone, what we know is that some areas are going to get it sooner than other areas, right? Based on potential return on investment, based on any number of factors used by the providers. So the targeted infrastructure development is how do we help people who may be delayed in getting it get better connectivity sooner. Right.
And how does this all tie to the national infrastructure discussion we're having on a federal level? And how have y'all worked with Congressman Michael Cloud, our local representative here, on making those infrastructure needs possible?
Well, so a lot of the funding that will be available, whether that's Rescue Act funds, whether that's through the infrastructure bill that just passed, there's several grant programs that'll be given to the state from the federal government that then we are prepared for when grants are open from the state or when opportunities for funding as a pass-through from the federal government to the state government open up. This study gives us the ability to sort of answer the question, what would we do with that funding and how do we make the biggest impact? Congressman Cloud's office has been hugely helpful in being a participant in the Broadband Commission's conversations, in being a connection to funding opportunities and being just generally available to help talk through any issues or challenges that we see. So we really have been grateful for their support and their participation. A couple of the other recommendations that come from the study, one is include access to resources to help with those who struggle with adoption. So for instance, the FCC has an emergency broadband program through the federal government, and local providers do participate in that. And so helping people sign up for that is something we may be able to do, say, through the public library or through some of our other resources and nonprofit partners. The other recommendation is a larger regional project. Congressman Cloud's office is hugely beneficial to that in terms of funding that may come in and help in ways that make a fiber backbone from Aransas County all the way to the Victoria Airport possible. So we're grateful for the federal government's funding, but we're also grateful for Congressman Cloud's support as well.
Well, great. It's great to see that support and hope to see it continue. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to direct our viewers to going to, I think it's victoriatx.gov/broadband, and be sure to check out all of the information there from the study. And coming up, we hear from a Victoria native turned Las Vegas entertainer. Don't go anywhere.